Cause nothing lasts forever, and we both know hearts can change. And it's hard to hold a
Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is actually going to be a quick take on a fragrance, and the fragrance is called Rainmaker, and it is from the house of Voyage. Now, if you don't know anything about Voyage, haven't watched many of my videos, I really implore you guys to check out the Scent Safari video that I did on this wonderful house. But basically, this is a house started by a perfumer named Shelley Waddington out of Northern California, and this is one of her newest releases. I believe it's actually her newest release. I think the one before this one was called Frida, and this is a house that I just have so much respect for. As you could tell, I've worn a lot of this, but I just have so much respect for Shelley. There's obviously my next project is going to be with House of Matriarch, but I have like 5 houses that I just am dying to work with, and Voyage is definitely one of them. And it's just because I think the work here the quality is so high. It's just, I love everything that Shelley produces. Now, Rainmaker is her latest release. The notes on this one are going to be at the top: green leaves, silver pine, and citrus. And in the middle, you're going to get incense, patchouli, iris, and rhododendron. And in the base, you're going to get cedar, fir, Californian redwood, oak moss, and amber. And you can grab a half ounce of this, so it's going to be 15 ml, for $70, or you can get a full ounce, which is probably the way to go because you get double the juice, for $90. And again, I want this to be a really quick take, so I'm not going to say too much, but I'll just say there are so many fragrances within this house that I love. I love New York Man. That's really, for me, the fragrance that put this house on the map. For me, Carlos Powell, Brooklyn Fragrance Lover, sent me a bunch of fragrances that were done for his PLP project, and this was one of them. And this and what Christy did with House of Matriarch were really the ones that blew me away. Taggart, Cafe Cacao, Study in Water. There's so much quality within this house, and to me, this is no different. This follows that pattern, and if anything, it expands on it. This is such a beautiful scent. Now, if you guys like what I don't want to say this is a similar scent, but I want to lead you in the direction of a fragrance called Narciso Rodriguez. There's a Narciso Rodriguez fragrance for men. I think it's just called Narciso Rodriguez for men, basically. And it's sort of this wet. A lot of people say it's like there's galbanum in it, and iris and violet. And a lot of people say it has this sort of like wet concrete vibe going on. So if you will, I need you guys to imagine a 3D, a virtual reality version of that. You have this wet, rainy thing going on, but this one just has so much more texture in depth. This fragrance is green. It's funky, it's clean, it's crisp, it's dirty. There's a juxtaposition here that's beautiful. The picture that I get from this one personally is a wet forest after a downpour, and you're coming home maybe from a hike or just doing whatever you might have to do in the forest, and the warmth of your home, or that fire you're looking forward to, or that booze, or that hot glass of coffee or cocoa or tea, it's not there. It's not in this fragrance, but the insinuation of it is. This is green. This is sort of wet leaves and moss and the soaked woods and your soaked jacket and everything that comes with that. And at this price point, this is a fantastic green scent. And what I feel like is really important, because this is a fantastic green scent without being unwearable. Sometimes these piney, resinous green scents can be too resinous, too green, and they're beautiful, but they're very hard to wear. They're not going to make you smell great. They're going to be too granola-y, almost like too hippie-like. This is balanced and blended brilliantly, and I think the resinous notes are really tempered well by the cedar and the incense and the iris in this one. This, guys, is just a beautiful fragrance. If you like green fragrances, if you like I hate to say like wet fragrances because that sounds kind of crazy, but like this is that. This is just a beautiful wet forest fragrance. I admire what Chile does so much, and the price point in this, Shelley's one of the first people I started talking about the beauty of indie fragrances is the price point. You can get these scents at that are just far beyond what the industry is doing, and this is where all the innovation is happening. And I still believe that innovation is certainly not happening, within designer fragrances where we're just releasing parfum or fake parfum versions of everything, and you're getting this tonka and vanilla and lavender version of eau de toilettes that sold really well. Cool. I'm not trying to knock that. And then with the niche, you're just getting what I don't think are really daring fragrances. You're trying to get what's going to sell, and you're putting these absurd price points on these fragrances that are going to sell, and you're slapping Swarovski crystals on the bottles, and you're putting oud on it, even though there's usually no oud or it's synthetic at best on these fragrances, and you're trying to see who can charge the most money for this and generate the most hype. And okay, fine, if that's what you want to do that as well. It's all good. I wear designer, I wear niche, but when I'm really looking for that next big thing, and when I want innovation and I want quality at a price point that's deserved of the price point and of my cash, I go to indie, and I go to people like Shelley and Christy and Sarah McCartney and Josh Meyer and this wonderful West Coast, not specifically West Coast, but just in general, this West Coast movement that's happening of just perfumers making great fragrances with great materials. And in Shelley's case, she's doing this for a price that I think is so far beyond fair. It's almost silly. You're almost stealing a fragrance. It's $70 or $90 for something of this quality, and this is beautiful, and this is interesting, and it's hard for me, and maybe this is a rant. I'm sorry if it is. It's been a long week for me, so I might rant a little bit here, but I don't know how you could go to the mall and smell Sauvage or Mr. Burberry, which is $70 or $90, and then smell this and think that's a better buy. This is going to make you smell great. This is interesting. This has a story. This has someone's life put behind it, their thought process, their work process put behind this, and their ideas, their hours of time probably put behind this fragrance, and it's beautiful, and it's going to make you smell good as well. I just think you should look to fragrances like this instead of what you can find so easily. Look a little bit harder, and you can pay less money to get something so much better, and this is just another great example of that. So please take a look at Rainmaker, guys. I'll link to Voyage in the description, and look at some of the other wonderful fragrances that Shelley does. New York Man, as I said, Study in Water is great. Tag at Home, Captured in Amber, Cafe Cacao. I'm gonna link. Check this work out, because this work is as good as it gets. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this quick take. Let me know if you want me to do more of these sort of quick take videos, and I'll see you later this week with more videos. Guys, you already know what it is. My name is Maximilian.
November rain.